up, folks? Main man Lucky Lance here for more Gruul Ponza action. Hope you guys are all excited for it. I know I am until I'm not. But yeah, hope you guys can join me for this journey today. Like I said, my name is Lance. My screen name is Major Riot. That's Major_Riot_ is my screen name on Twitch, YouTube, MTGO, MGA, and Twitter. So if you're watching on Twitch, please start following. If you're watching on YouTube, please start subscribing and giving this video a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate that. So yeah, follow Major Riot on Twitch and Twitter, and don't forget to subscribe to Major Riot on YouTube for the low cost of free to reap the benefits immediately. Don't delay, do it now for a guaranteed outburst of rage and confusion. Most certainly going to be confusion. I'm always like, what? What's going on? And that's going to happen. I always have this disclaimer, though. I am not responsible for a sudden increase in top decking only lands, being wrecked by Ragavan, and never being able to find your sideboard cards. That has nothing to do with me. Just letting y'all know. But as you can tell, I do enjoy playing Magic the Gathering. When I play Magic the Gathering, I prefer to play Modern. When I play Modern, I play one of 4 decks somewhat coherently. Those 4 decks are Jund, Abzan, Grixis Shadow, what you see on screen right now, Gruul Ponza Midrange. Gruul Ponza is my favorite deck. It's the deck I've played the most often. It's the deck I've had the most success with both in paper and in digital. And, you know, sometimes I yell at it, sometimes it yells at me. You know, it's just a love-hate relationship that is mostly love, but, you know, there's always ups and downs. But we always work it out, and we always come back to each other. So yeah, see how things go. Let's take a look at the weather. Today was actually a sunny day. It's actually a sunny day, even though when I got home from work it was cloudy. But it was a sunny day when I got off work. But up in the mountains, the clouds move in. Conditions for Ravensdale are partly cloudy with a temperature of 56 degrees. The wind is blowing from the west-southwest at 3 miles per hour, and the current humidity is 39%. So there you go. There is the weather report. I hope you guys are always excited for that. So, we are still at 24 followers on Twitter. We are still at 249 followers on Twitch. We're still at 392 subscribers on YouTube. So, shout out to all 24 followers on Twitter. Shout out to all 249 followers on Twitch. And shout out to all 392 subscribers on YouTube. And, of course, a massive shout out to all 3 of my Twitch subscribers who give me a little bit of their hard-earned money in these very difficult times. The economy, how did the economy do today? Take a look at the Dow Jones. How did you do today, Dow Jones? Dow Jones only lost 84.96 today, so only 84 points, 85 points if you round up. That's not too bad. I mean, it's been going down to like 1,000 points every day, it seems like. So, but anyways, yeah, you know, you guys giving me a little bit of your hard-earned money, whatever you do for a living, it's just really going above and beyond the Call of Duty. I really appreciate it. I really, really do, and I can't thank you enough. And I thank everybody who watches any of this. Whether live on Twitch or record on YouTube, it's just amazing. Anyone who wants to watch any of this, it really is. But a very, very special shout out to the people who actually, you know, give money. What's up, Luke? Hope all is well. You had a small earthquake, a 3.5. That's nothing. Like a 3.5. Did anyone actually feel that? Like a 3.5? I mean, I've gone through multiple earthquakes living in, you know, where I live, the Ring of Fire, as they call it. I had a 7.0 when I was in 2001, in the Squally earthquake. Been through a couple like 5.8s and like 6.1s, and they're always interesting. But, you know, but a 3.5, I mean, if you're not used to earthquakes, then yet 3.5 is probably pretty traumatic. But we have, you know, lots of earthquakes, and I probably feel them all the time. I don't even know. I think it's a big truck going by or something. But there's a lot of earthquake activity in my part of the country. Or you're on the East Coast. There's not a lot of earthquake activity on the East. So yeah, here we are going to play. But I'm glad you did well. I hope you, you know, hopefully nothing got damaged somehow. Because if you're not ready for an earthquake at all, even a little 3.5 can knock something off a shelf. So yeah, we're gonna play more Ponza today. Yesterday it went 2 and 3, pretty normal for me. I know. I always try to go 2 and 3, at least get some participation prize, a little bit of some stuff back. But oh, I agree. It is strange for the back there. I agree. 3.5. I mean, any earthquake for back there, yeah. Like I know there's breaking news in the United States when like I think like Washington, D.C. got an earthquake, and it was like a 3.0. You're like, oh my God, is this a terrorist attack? Like, no, it's just a little earthquake. I mean, we get earthquakes all the time here, and like I said, nobody even cares unless it's above like a 6. You know, and I've only been through 1.7, and it was kind of interesting. Kind of felt like you were rolling, you know. I was in a 6-2 one time where I was sitting in a chair, and I thought someone lifted the chair up on me. I'm like, what? And I turned around, and nobody was around, and I was like confused. And then I was like, huh, that's weird. And it was like, oh, there was an earthquake. I'm like, oh, okay. But yeah. So anyways, guys, let's see how Ponza does today. Hopefully he does a little bit better than yesterday. Hopefully my camera doesn't mess up. It looks like it's already starting to get a little bit blurry. I may have to invest in a new camera, which means I have to invest in a new microphone. Maybe not. Maybe I can just use the mic off this, because the mic off this I actually really like. It's not the highest quality mic, but it stays away. It's located on top of my monitor here, and it's just, I have other mics that I've tried, and they just get in the way. Like, I don't have a lot of room up here. I don't know how people can handle having all that shit in front of their face all the time, you know? Like, I have one that's supposed to clamp to the table, and, you know, it swings all. I have to look around it to look at this monitor. It's in my face and everything. I don't really like it. And I have another one that goes on the table. It doesn't mount anything. It just sits here. That one's okay, but it still get a little annoying. And I don't think its cable's very long. Have to get like an extended USB cable for it or something. Maybe I could just take the one off that one. I don't know, but I don't plan on. Look now it's clear for whatever reason. When you were 5, drama class in high school. Oh, you had a 5.0 when you were in drama class in high school, and the whole school freaked out about it, if I recall correctly. Yeah, I mean, if you're not used to it, and they don't have a lot of earthquake emergency preparedness, then yeah, I mean, anything's going to be shocking, you know? It's like here, like where I live, tornadoes just don't exist. Like, they're very rare, and if they do exist, they're very small, and they start for a second and go out. So when there's ever a tornado, right, the news freaks out. Like, oh my God, a twister was spotted in some rural town, you know, and it lasted for 10 seconds. It flipped over a garbage can, you know. I get what that's all about where you're from, but it's got to be a major earthquake for us to care. Which someday, by the way, someday there will be a massive earthquake here. Hopefully, you know, it's going to be bad when that happens. I mean, we're talking like an 8.0 or bigger. And the worst thing could happen is Mount Rainier erupted. I mean, Mount Rainier erupting, most of the major cities in Washington State are built on top of its Lahar zone. So if it erupts like Mount St. Helens erupted in 1980, we're looking at about, if people can't evacuate, which I don't know why you wouldn't be able to evacuate, but it's going to be a mess. There's going to be like, seriously, I think like, I can't remember, 2/3 of the state's population live in the Lahar zones. So that's Seattle, Tacoma, Kent, Auburn, I think Renton, all the big cities are in a lot of trouble if Mount Rainier ever erupts. All right, let's get on here. Enough disaster movie or whatever we're talking about. 2020. Remember when everyone thought the world was going to end in 2012? How stupid that was. Was it 2012? I think it was. Anyways, I am going first. Before we go first, I need to talk about the beverage of the day, folks. And this is one of the last ones of these I have. This is actually the last one, but I saved it for last because I thought it was the silliest. Maybe not the silliest, but kind of cool. It's another G Fuel, but this one is Sonic Peach Rings. Check that out. We got Sonic on the can. Sonic the Hedgehog. I used to play Sonic the Hedgehog back in like the mid-90s. You know, the Sonic 1, 2, and 3. I never played any of the new Sonics. He didn't look like this, folks. He was a fat little chubby dude running around real fast. I wasn't really into the games. I didn't think they were nearly as good as Super Mario World or Donkey Kong's Country or Yoshi's Island. But this game's all right. It's okay. But let's get in here. Peach Rings, because like the golden rings, you know, you collect in Sonic games. What if they made a Mario one? It was like mushroom flavored. Imagine how rough that would be trying to drink that. That would be, I don't even think I could do it. Damn. All right, here we go. There we go. Yeah, it's peachy. It's good. All right. I'm going to mull here. I'm going to keep here. Put Chandra on bottom. All right. Play Arbor Elf. Opponent's name is Dies the Doomblade. Remember when that was an actual thing? Where it's like everybody was like, oh, it dies the Doomblade, you can't play it. Alright, turn 2, Pyro. Yeah, looks like it. Let's get rid of the lands, I suppose. No need to fetch, I don't think. Oh, Twister had a viewer discretion? Wow. I like that movie. I like Twister. It's a good movie. What, Helen Hunt? Was that her name? Helen Hunt and, why can't I remember his name? God. Paxley or something? Was ever against Jund again? People really like playing Jund with this card. Maybe it's not. No, it's Scalding Tarn now. Never mind. I think we're going to save that Pyro. Yeah, just swing here with Pyro. The best scene in that whole movie, the most iconic scene in Twisters, and the cow goes by. That was like in every trailer for that movie. I remember being a little kid and being like, I wanted to see it in theaters just for that one scene. Now remember, I cannot untap this. Very important to remember with this deck. Yeah, that card seems like the strongest charm card of all of them. You know, I didn't expect that. I thought the one, I'm really, like the Bant one would be the best. I don't remember. But there was one that I thought would be the best, but it just hasn't seen any play. I think the best Triome land for the whatever we call these things. It's funny they didn't give them an actual name. You know, they just are like, oh. Just they all have different names, but I just call them Triomes. Is it this one? Forest Plains Island? Maybe. No, it's not that one. It's the one that Yorion decks are using. Maybe it is this one. Spara's Headquarters? I don't know. It's one of these. The Grixis one doesn't see any play. Oh, no. This is Calibrated Blast again? Uh-oh. Well, the way to survive this is to eat with Klothys. So we're going to Lightning Bolt them during the end step. I'm going to eat the Lightning Bolt to gain life. Need to speed up this clock. More land action. Sure. Alright, I'm going to get a basic mountain here. Let's try and save life. Yes, they play it mostly because of Calibrated Blast. Yeah, they play, mostly they go for Emrakul. But yeah, they play the, man, that is a lot of Pyros. But they also play Shadow Mortality. I think that's what it's called. Is that what we called it? Yeah, Shadow Mortality, which people thought might see Death Shadow play. The card's absolutely terrible in Shadow. Like, don't play it. And, you know, what was that one? The big worm thing that, what was that one deck playing? Alright, well, they don't have enough flashback here. Only 4 damage? Wow, that was a bad hit for them. Got Throes of Chaos. So they need 5 mana to flash it back. Alright. Too fast of a clock for them there. So Calibrated Blast, I actually need Relic of Progenitus and Endurance in. Badly. Because they can try to flash it back or retrace the Cascade card. Fury seems not very good here. It's just too much mana, too slow. I mean, it can take out the dragon they try to run, but we just try to stop them from getting that with Blood Moon. Blood Moon is very ineffective against their deck, except for that one card, because they don't care. That, like, the last guy we played yesterday did not have a single basic in his deck, so Blood Moon is questionable, but we still leave it in just to try and fight through the dragon thing. Cindervines is a card I brought in yesterday. Doesn't seem bad, honestly. Klothys is very important because I'm gaining life. I almost wonder if Baloth is important, but probably not. Cindervines I brought in to try and get through that dragon thing, because I need to use the pillages on the lands, period. Like, I can't be, you know, just pillaging the dragon thing unless I have to like, save myself from being attacked. Yeah, Cindervines. Cindervines doesn't do a lot either. Huh. Yeah, I almost wonder if I should... We'll just go with this. So, Calibrated Blast. Looks good. You prefer the classic Sonic games over the new stuff? I'm an old man now, so I always prefer the older games over the new games. Like, I haven't played the new Dooms, but I guarantee you I'm not going to like Doom 2016 more than Doom 1994, Doom 2. Trying to think if there's any new games where I'm just like, wow, this is way better than the original game. I'm not sure. Had to think a little bit. I mean, I like some of the, like, I played the newest Wolf, well, not the newest, but just Wolfenstein: The New Order. This is kind of gross the way I got to do this. I don't really want to take extra damage. We do want to get a clock going with this Bone Crusher. Alright, yeah, get a basic forest here. Did I ever play Counter-Strike? I did, but not seriously. I have no idea anything about Counter-Strike. I did play it, though. How you doing, Swell? Glad you're here, man. I did play Counter-Strike, but I am not into anything about Counter-Strike. So, the FPS games I played a lot of, you know, I'm kind of, you know, multiplayer-wise, are all the Halo games and the Call of Duty games for a while there. But I mostly just play single player. I've always been more into single player games than multiplayer games. Even though I play Magic the Gathering, right? But it's almost like a single player game. That hurts me to see that people call Halo classic. It really does. Like, it's funny, but it's true. It's like, man, yeah, I guess it is classic. Halo Combat Evolved is now over 20 years old, right? Or it's going to be? No, it is over 20. I remember when it came out. Like, that's some good shit right there. Try to play as smart as I can here. Not taking more damage than I need to. But I love Combat Evolved's story. I think it's still got the best story of any Halo game. I think the best multiplayer is probably... Let's swing here for 4. Is probably 3 in my opinion. I love 3 so much. And I had this real soft spot for 1 and 2's multiplayer. But 3 is just, I don't know, there's something so perfect. But it's somewhere they made the sword still super strong, but not overly strong. So yeah, let's get this Renin 6 in. Let's plus. Just try to get like Retrace going or something. Play this, say no. Play Arbor Elf. Alright. Youch. 15 damage. Probably dead. Probably not going to survive this. Contra all day. Yeah, that's an old one. I played the old Contras. Those games are hard as fuck, but I do remember beating at least the first one. It's been so long. Like, you're against aliens, right? Just all of a sudden aliens just start destroying you. Okay, so I need to get this Calibrated Blast out of the graveyard, like, now. Right now. Even then, I still might be dead. More land action. Swing for 5. So let's say they don't have it. They don't have a 5th land, I should say. Bolt 7. Minus here, they're at 9. Bolt them at 6. Yeah, so we need a minus here. Minus. No. Not that it really matters here, but. Do I get another turn? No. Oh. Okay. Do I get another turn? No. No, they have a 5th land. And then, well, let's see if they miss. It's always possible. No, they got the 15. All right. Just I drew way too many lands there. I need Bloodbraid Elves cascading into things. You know, I need pillages and stuff. Just got no help there. I was wondering if to take out the Bone Crusher and bring in Baloth. Probably. Yeah, that's what you need. See, this is kind of a false thing here, but you know, we'll keep, because this is going to turn into a mountain, so I won't be able to use Baloth, but we'll definitely keep. And Blood Moon's not very effective against the opponent. The only thing it does is kind of stops some of their land action. Yeah, we just play Boseiju and then we play Blood Moon. Man, that is tough. Because playing the Blood Moon is also helpful to them, too, because now these don't come in tapped. You know what I'm saying? But I think we still do it, because I don't need that one creature coming in either. We'll play Chandra next turn. Maybe Chandra can win the game. What's going on outside? Children running through the woods or something? Oh, yeah. All right. It also makes them so they can't thin their deck as much. Well, this could still be good, holding the Baloth. Alright, just keep plussing this thing. Nope, can't cast it. This could get big, though, this Chandra. Get the emblem and can quickly win from there. Calibrated Blast is 3 mana. Another different Sprawl. The Forest, damn, I kind of needed that. I'm going to put this on here and name green. For Baloth purposes. And endurance if I need be. Sign on Draco, that's 12. It's not quite as good. Now we just got to see if they have another one. Fuck. What did it find? What? It's got a Cascade, a Calibrated Blast? Oh, it did 3 damage to me. Okay, they missed. Whew. It's like, what the hell? What's going on there? So now we have to, like, top deck another green card. Plus, no. Now I just, man, oh man, oh man, this is really bad. I basically have to play endurance. This is an instant, right? This is so bad. Because if I play Baloth, I go up what, to 9? Yeah, we don't want this being retraced either. So I think we just play endurance right now. There's just no reason to wait. And we can almost win with Chandra next game. Almost. Won't be enough, though. Alright, we stopped that 5th land. Is it enough, though? Okay. Alright. Two at Chandra. Sure, I'll block 1. Okay, that's what we really needed there. So I can deal 2, be 12. Another 6 to be at 6. Or do I do Baloth? I mean, first we obviously plus the Chandra here. It is Lightning Bolt, so we will cast it. So it deals more damage than the 2. Bloodbraid Elf could cascade into Pillage. Can't cascade into Baloth. If I play the Baloth, I go up to 9, but the clock's a little bit slower. Which I don't really know what the point is going up to 9 here. So I'm just going to do Baloth. I mean Bloodbraid. Come on, Bloodbraid. Seasoned Pyro. I mean, yeah, we throw it out there. Maybe you can find another Lightning Bolt. Finds Pillage. Swing for 6. All right, that's what I got. What do you got, opponent? You got the game? Yes! Alright. There we go. Right on. Whew. Right on. Cool. Chandra, Torch of Defiance, looking real good there. Ugh. Yeah, I don't know if Bailoff was the right card to bring in. Probably should have just brought in Cindervine instead of Bailoff because it gains 4 life, but they're trying to deal at least like, what was the lowest they? Well, they did do 3 the one time. That's just the deck where it's kind of like you're just rolling the dice, you know? Like, can I get one of my 15 cards? Can I play the deck without flooding on these 15 mana cards? You know? I don't know if I would like playing. I know I wouldn't like playing that deck. All right, I will keep here. This is a raccoon. This guy's a raccoon. Well, yeah, this is like the most popular land, I think, from the new set. Because it lets them play any card they want, this Yorion deck. Turn 2. Well, that's a fun draw if I can get this Arbor Elf to survive. I'd be very happy about that. Do you think the panic's beginning if they can't remove this? Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I am. I'm playing against Rocket Raccoon, voiced by Bradley Cooper. Abundant Growth. Why? That's not nice. Now I'm just in trouble here. Teferi. Oh, Risen Reef. Okay. So it's kind of interesting here, like, so this doesn't have to be, yeah, it just enchants any land. Another different Blood Moon. I think we still just play Blood Moon. You could argue about pillaging a land, but I just think Blood Moon's better overall. Then I'll probably pillage the Stomping Ground. Okay. Well, I like that draw too. I could Blood Moon again. Definitely need to save this Fury. I think we just Blood Moon again. So this can only be red, for those people that don't know. This, even though it says elemental, it can still only be a mountain. You can only tap for red. But since they did get to name it beforehand, this Blood Moon came in, it does remember it said elemental. Fury looking better every turn. Yeah, and then I think we just pillage this thing. And then next turn, Fury. Really damage this guy's mana. At least for now, you just, all of a sudden, here's the basic forest. Here's the basic plains. And you're like, oh my god. What the fuck? Yeah, I think it's Fury time. A call to action. Fury. Do both 2 on them. Good stuff. You know, I'm not really into those Guardian of the Galaxy movies. Like, I like some of the Marvel movies. But, you know, who do you exile? Magus of the Moon? Okay. But, you know, it's just... They're just not my thing in the Marvel movies. I mean, I like them, but I'm not, like, blown away by them like some people are, where they're just like, oh my god, did you see that movie? Yeah, I mean, we play it and get rid of Fury and Season Pyro, I guess. I mean, it's dangerous, but what can you do? Soundtrack? It's just like 70s and early 80s rock, isn't it? Gotta hope they do not have... Well, there is the basic forest. Gotta just hope they do not have another Fury. Another different Pyro? That's pretty fucking good. Let's swing here for 7. And they may have a Solitude waiting for me. Oh, an Ice Fang's waiting for me. Okay. Alright. Well, it does not have Death Touch. Wasn't Stallone in one of them? Why would you just take out the 1/1? Oh, so I was raised on 80s hair metal, man. So I'm all about that hair metal. All right, let's get Chandra in here. Man, this could get really, really ugly if you know, they have another Fury, but I think we just keep going for it. All right, I mean, that's a good trade there. Another Bloodbraid. Oof. Only the top 3 cards. You can tell this card's age. Now it'd say, no. Now it'd say, you know, like, top 12 cards. All right, here comes Fury. 1/1/2. He doesn't know I have this other Bloodbraid. That's what I'm guessing. 1/1/2. That's how I do it. 1/1/2. And then block this, take 2. He doesn't know that. Well, he can't block because I'm just going to kill it with Chandra. And I have another Bloodbraid. So, you know. Ice Fang Code requires 3. 3 other snow permanents. Oh. How about that? How about that? We're just going to Bloodbraid first. Always Bloodbraid before doing your Planeswalker. Huh, Bloodbraid, find a Lightning Bolt. Pillage, you got it. Hit that island. He blocks here. This is, yeah, we gotta still do it. Well, hang on. Is there some, he may have a Solitude. You know, that's the problem here. He may have a Solitude. So if he does have Solitude, let's say he does. I minus here, kill that. He Solitude, stops this. It's just 6. Yeah, it's still enough, even if he has a Solitude. Unless he's got like multiple Solitudes. Then damn. Damn, son. Alright. Deal 4 damage there. Swing in with everybody. How many Solitudes do you have for me? None! He had none. Okay. Alright, Elementals. This is an interesting matchup because it's like I can attack their mana really well, and they're kind of a tribal deck, which Ponza does pretty decent against both, but they have so much shit that it's just impossible for me to get through. I do like Cindervines to try and blow up and deal damage to them with their enchantments. You know, it can help me too if they put like Spreading Seas on one of my lands. I can maybe get my land back. Force of Vigor and Boil are also considerates here. But what do you... Right, yeah, Luke, that was what I was going to look at, was if they use 2 Solitudes, their hand would be down to 1 card, and I would still have multiple creatures left on the field. They'd have to get rid of they had to get rid of the Pyro and the Bloodbraid. I'd gain 5 life. They still take 4 damage, and I'm still sitting with the Bone Crusher Giant in hand. You know, so I just still kill them, and even if I didn't have that Bone Crusher, they're in pretty bad shape, especially if that Pillage. So yeah, definitely the Cindervines come in. My deck is pretty strong against their deck, honestly. I mean, just not gonna lie here. I shouldn't sound confident because I'm not super confident. It's just this is a good deck I'm up against. This deck got second. This Elementals deck won a 1.5K that I went to. In April, and I took Abzan. That was a disaster. And then that same guy who won that 1.5K went all the way to SCG Dallas and got second place in like a 930-man tournament. So the man that goes to my my area here, he knows what he's doing with this deck. I should give him a call right now and be like, Richard, what do I need to do? But yeah, I think Force of Vigor. Maybe it's just Boil. Most of their lands had Island on it, right? Well, no, that Stomping Ground didn't. Still think Boyle's decent here. Okay, I'm going to do something like this. 1 Urns out, 2 Clothis out. Let's try that. Force of Vigor. I don't know. I mean, you don't want to dilute your deck too much, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could have all sorts of shit and just it's bad. I mean, no Blood Moon here, but Bloodbraid Elves we'll keep. Got my Accelerant. They need a Prismatic End this one. I am ready. Okay, there's Clothis. I'm not upset to have a Clothis. Don't get me wrong. Clothis can usually outgrind most opponents if it's left to do whatever it needs to do. It's just they don't have a lot in their grave from what I usually remember. This guy's probably just going to build up on fetch lands to try and get his basics. Try and fight against Blood Moon. But the plan here is just to, if nothing happens to this Sprawl, is to play Cindervines and a tapped. It looks like Sprawl is going away. Every time, Luke. Every single time I bring in I make sure to bring in Boil. I mean, it's just an instant win. If they have Dryad on the field, they lose every single land. It's awesome. I've done it so many times, more than I can put up fingers. I mean, I've probably done it like several dozen times by now, both online and in paper, because at my locals, there's a couple guys that love Amulet Titan, and I've done it so many times that they're paranoid that sometimes they won't even put out, the Dryad, or they'll side it out even, which is great. I don't mind. Like, you took out one of your cards that make you one of the better decks, right? Make your deck really function well. And I bring in a Boil that's technically dead now. I don't mind that. I mean, what's wrong with that, you know? We're just going to go after these basic lands. I'm going to cast Pillage, and we're going to try and hit that basic planes there. I don't know how many basics they run, but I'm going to go after the basic here this turn. I am going to attempt this. Okay. Hit the planes. They can't counterspell it. Okay. And then next turn, Bloodbraid. I guess I could have spell pierced it, which would have been insane. Like just yesterday, Boyle, right? I brought it against Blue-Red Delver. And Blue-Red Delver is not very good against, honestly. But I just brought it in. I'm like, you know what? Hell with it. I'll bring it in. And it ended up being like the MVP. I won the entire game 2 basically off it. See, right now, Boyle looks pretty good. What is this fucking... Okay, I thought it was going to be like Yorion. I mean, not Yorion. The damn... Well, nice. Come on in. Come on in, buddy. Sweet. Dryad makes Amulet a significantly more linear deck and lines of play, grabbing land packages, more nuanced and slower without it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they have such an easy win condition with the Dryad, right? They're all mountains. Everything's going to be real good. You know. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's brutal. Fuck yeah. Swinging for 3. That's the power of Bloodbraid, folks. That's what the Karn decks don't have right there. Do you see that? That's some insane stuff right there. And I got another Bloodbraid lined up. I'm ready. I want more. I ain't done. And people will say, you're just lucky. Lucky son of a bitch. Like, I don't care. You're lucky too. Alright. Alright, keep on coming. That don't bother me none at all. I'll take 1 damage all damn day. Alright, I'm going to leave up the mountain just in case. Make it look like I have Bolt or something. Alright, come on, Bloodbraid, Arbor Elf. Sure. I mean, not great, but I'll take it. It's better than Utopia Sprawl. Alrighty. They're just going to unload Clothis on him. It's already a creature. How am I doing? So far, 1-0, Chris? No. I don't like that at all. Damn it. What do you have to evoke out? Omnath? Okay. Alright. But yeah, so far, I barely defeated Calibrated Blast. I defeated it yesterday, too. I don't know why that deck's becoming popular, but it's becoming disturbing that it's popular. You know, so far, it's looking all right here. Just do Clothis. I think I should hold this Blood Moon just because what they have. What if they're holding Boseiju and they're trying to find that basic forest or something, right? Maybe that's wrong. Maybe, what if they have Force of Vigor, you know? I mean, there's so many things that can go terribly wrong. I'm going to hold it 1 more turn because next turn, if I play it, it should make Clothis a creature. So, we'll just go with that. They keep swinging. They got a 1500 clock. I commend their bravery. Hopefully they don't have a Solitude here. That's another disaster. If they have a Solitude, it could get really bad. That's not the end. Fuck. Do I just try to win here? Because if I play... We go for game, right? Because I play the Blood Moon. They can Solitude. This is tough. Do you risk it, the game right now, or you try to go slow and let the opponent find answers? I like going for it. Playing Blood Moon, a second Blood Moon. To turn on Clothis as a creature and swing in for 4 and try to bolt him for game. You know, and see if he's got Solitude. You know, if they got it, they got it. They don't. Is it time for the disrespectful end-phase Lightning Bolt? Look how blurry the camera is. I want the camera not to be blurry for a potential Game-winning, disrespectful, end-phase lightning bolt. Let me mess with the camera here a little bit just to make it even more disrespectful. Why does the camera do this? It really pisses me off, honestly. This camera cost me a lot of money. Anyways, disrespectful end-phase lightning bolt. Oh, there we go. All right. Good shit. Good shit. 2-0. There we are. Camera deciding it doesn't want to work again. I don't know why. I wish it would just tell me what's wrong. I mean, I don't even move much. How can it like struggle so bad to focus? Maybe it's my hat. Maybe it doesn't like the hat or something. Yeah. I don't know. It's embarrassing. People turn into the stream and they're like, look at this guy. His webcam's like a potato. Your favorite way to cast lightning bolt? It's easily my favorite. I always enjoy the double disrespectful end-phase bolt. That's very rare, but when you get to do it, you feel so good. Camera, please work. It's trying to. I see it right there. It's trying to a little bit. Camera, can you do it? What they used to do, like this, back in the old film days. Action. I don't know. There it went. Look at that. And it just fixed itself suddenly, randomly. It's got a mind of its own, literally. It's like pristine. All right. Yes, I'd like to go first. Nothing wrong here. As long as my friend Arbor Elf can live. I really consider Arbor Elf a friend at this point in my life. Favorite way to cast Bolt was bolting yourself 2 shadows on the field. I've done that too. It always feels weird. It's like last week I had to thought seize myself to get Death Shadow going, or to get it big enough to like kill them or something. I can't remember, but I actually had to thought seize myself because they had Leyline of Sanctity, and it was brutal. No respect. No respect. All right, I'm going to use Reed Duke's philosophy here, folks. I'm going to, oh, fuck yeah. I'm going to fetch here even though I need a 3rd land. And Reed said to always do this, even if you need a 3rd or 4th or whatever land, simply to reduce the amount of damage you take. And he was right. Look how smart Reed Duke is. Let's get his picture up here. Reed Duke right there. Well, there's me with Reed Duke in Las Vegas. You know, Reed didn't tell me that personally. I was watching his stream the other day, and somebody questioned him on that. And Reed Duke, folks, right there. That's right. Me and him were together for a little bit there. And it's a magical moment. And, you know, it's funny I have a picture of Reed Duke up here on my stream rather than my wedding with my wife, right? You know? But, hey, Reed Duke, everybody. So, yeah, we're just going to annihilate these things. Then I think we just go Blood Moon. He looks really susceptible to Blood Moon here. I wish I could get another different, like, not take so much damage here, because I need to get double red for like, other stuff. So I do have to take damage here, sadly. I have to go to 16, but Reduce Philosophy is correct. I would be at 14 if I would have done this otherwise. Let's hope he doesn't have Force of Negation. Nope. And then Fury getting rid of the other Blood Moon. How you doing? Hope you're doing all right. Don't look like it. And then we got Clothis coming up next, which is just extremely strong in this position. Of course they have the basic island. I mean, why wouldn't they have that, right? Clothis or Bloodbraid? I think I like Clothis first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. At least, you know, they're blue for... I guess Ragavan be a problem here, but I'm just going to go for Clothis. I thought it was because your wife didn't want to be known on the stream in a shadow. Figured out she's see your operations, especially when they run too long. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, I try to protect my wife's identity and, of course, everything with that. But, you know, yeah, this is where I gets beat up bad here. Is this Ragavan, of course. They take a seasoned Pyromancer, too. If only my Ragavans were that good, guys. But he's looking at his hand like he's not sure if he wants to cast this. But I don't know why he wouldn't. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, there you go. So we can get Pillage. Does get rid of Murktide. Did have Murktide. Interesting. Well, funny enough, I think I'm just going to cast... I think I'm just going to cast Fury here. Well... Oh, boy. Fury or Bloodbraid? Fury's pretty nice. Not going to lie. Bloodbraid Elf can cascade into a Pillage to hit that island. I guess I eat their land. What am I doing? So I'm going to do Fury, eat their land. There we go. Two and two. All right, and plus this works out a little bit better anyways, because if they don't kill the Fury, then I cascade with Bloodbraid Elf. It just turns this into a creature, and that's a shit ton of damage. I mean, that's like a metric ton of damage there. That's 13. Of course they kill the Fury. And here comes the stupid fucking Ragavan again. I swear to God, like, I cannot get away from these Ragavans. Like, even if I would have played Bloodbraid Elf, it'd been difficult to get away from this thing. They take Forest. I mean, at least it's not another Pyro. Doesn't look like they have Murktide. So I desperately need to eat a Lightning Bolt there. Grabbing a land, not fun. Well, yeah, I try and keep Murktide small, right? Eat the Lightning Bolt. Cascade here. Come on, Bloodbraid. Seasoned Pyro. Bone Crusher Giant. I'm just going to cast that as a creature. Not enough to get Klothys active. Swing. Make him top deck Lightning Bolt again. Where did this come from? They had 2 cards in hand? Well, fuck me. I didn't realize. I thought they only had 1. What the fuck? Well, that's me not paying attention, I guess. Jesus Christ. I thought they only had 1 card in hand. I thought their last card was that land they played. Huh. Well, I'm not paying attention, I guess. They take a Klothys. Now I'm in a lot of trouble. I can't remove Klothys. So now I'm just racing against it hardcore. And now they find Murktide too. Fucking shit! God damn it! That's such bullshit! That's such fucking bullshit! Fuck! Alright. Swing in. See if he takes the bait. He does. Fuck, and there goes my Seasoned Pyro. I mean, just fucking disasters. Absolutely raped by Ragavan again. My ass just bloodied and red by this fucking card. I just can never get around this fucking little bitch. It's fucking obnoxious as hell. What's he gonna take now? A Lightning Bolt. Hella fucking good. I draw a land. I've lost the game to Ragavan again. I don't want to play this land, make him think I got something. I cannot defeat Ragavan. Now, of course, I have my own fucking self to blame. I miscounted their cards somehow. Just fuck me hard in my ass. They take a Fury. The game's over. Well, that gives me hope. A Seasoned Pyro. Well, I guess I can block. Probably not, though. I'm sure they got multiple Unholy Heats. Clearly blocking. Yeah, fuck off. God damn it. That's fucking maddening how good fucking Ragavan it always is for the opponent. It never hardly missed. It's fucking maddening. Shotgun blast to the face all day, every day. Yeah, Pillage needs to come out. Blood Moons need to come out. And I'm going to try Boil again. Yesterday it worked. Boil was actually good yesterday. Yep. Just no, there's no way in hell that Arbor Elf's surviving. But you'd be dumb to throw this back. Four bolts, four Unholy Heats. God, yeah, I threw that game away, I think, miscounting. They look at themselves, which means they're going to fetch here. And I guess they like whatever it is. See if it's bolt on top. All right. Yep. I already have 4 card types in there. Probably Ragavan to destroy me. Oh. Alright. I would assume they're going to have Murktide here. 1, 2. Take them out. It's 4. You'd have a fetch land, I guess. Yeah, just eat that. Boseiju probably doesn't do anything in this matchup. I'm just going to hold it as long as I can before I need it. Put Mishra's Bauble in. Yep. So 5/5 is not that big. Okay, let's think here. I can eat their land. I can eat their land. Make red. Play Boseiju. Play Fury. Deal 4 damage. Then evoke Fury, getting rid of the lightning bolt, dealing 3 damage to Murktide. 1 damage to Dragon Rage Chandler. I think that works. Red. Boseiju. Four. I guess I could do 1 here as well. Nah, let's just make sure I'm doing this right. 4 there. And then Evo, getting rid of Bolt. Just like that. Alright. Yo, Antog, thank you kindly. Look at this rating action. Thank you so much, Antog. Really appreciate that. What are you guys up to today? Hope you guys are having fun, whatever you guys are doing, but I really appreciate coming over with all them folk. Really do. Activating Rambo, going berserk at the end of Rambo 2. It's actually First Blood Part 2. Tested some Papa for Mana Trader series. It's pretty cool. So we have Unholy Heat here. Yes, my God. That's so gross. Yeah, take the expressive iteration. Put him to 3. Oh my God, I went on the wrong forest. Doesn't really matter what I was planning on doing, but somehow I clicked the wrong fucking forest. Alright. Red black burn with tokens. Alright. Yeah, see, this is not what I wanted. Because if I would have had it this way, you know, I could get through a Spell Pierce here, but I might get Spell Pierced here. Oh, I get counterspelled. Alright. So it's time to get absolutely destroyed by this Ragavan, I think. I take Arbor Elf. I guess they can have that one. Yeah, I'll get another forest here. Why not? Why not? Yeah, just keep eating these. Folks were prepared, so you lost more than 1, 2, and 3. Hey, that's my normal record, 2 and 3. I've already got my 2 wins this league, so that means I'm going to lose the next 3 matches. And I'm not going to be able to win if I keep getting pounded by these Ragavans. You know, I mean, just eventually they'll take something way too good from me. That endurance is pretty good. Luckily, I got to play it this turn. Probably just another Murktide, right? No, they are going to play endurance. Okay. Target themselves. Interesting. How about that? My God, come on, deck. What the fuck? It's insane. Just getting wrecked by Ragavan. Just absolutely destroyed by this thing. Think I could find a Bloodbraid Elf, maybe? I mean, Klothys can't win the game right now. Until he puts something in the graveyard himself. Okay, there's some in the graveyard. Oh my God. Stop with the nonsense. Bro. Bruh. At least Klothys negating the damage. I mean, now Klothys can win as long as I don't get another Endurance. Or my Relic of Regenitus. Sure. I mean, that's rough too, but, you know, we gotta do what we gotta do here. I take it. 15, going back to 17. Find Bone Crusher Giant. That's good stuff there. Put him at 4. Now the question is, do you stomp the Ragavan, or, I mean, what do you do here? Do you stomp Ragavan, or do you stomp them? Because if the Ragavan connects and they take Relic Progenitus, I'm pretty dead. So I think we just try to stomp the Ragavan. Sure. So I take a total of 11. Yeah, I gotta find something. They find Clothis. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god. Again, destroyed by Ragavan. Destroyed by my own fucking deck. I only top decks how many lands here? They don't play it. That means that they got something ridiculous here. What is going on? A Bloodbraid Elf. This is my chance here. Come on, Bloodbraid. You can do it. I have faith in you, Bloodbraid. Come on, Bloodbraid. Sprawl. That's what we needed. Sprawl. All right. Swing for game. I mean, they got to have Unholy Heat or something, right? I mean, what am I doing here? You got to swing, right? God, why couldn't that have been Seasoned Pyro? They got to have Lightning Bolt or Unholy Heat, right? Make them have it. Yeah. Okay, wow, lost my own fucking deck there, and a Ragavan. I mean, just a fucking brutal, just split my cheeks open and just have at it, you know? I mean, it's just what the fuck? Like, how many lands did I draw in a row? How good was the Ragavan there? Just, what can you do? What can you do? What can you do? Except lose, 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 lose. Well, here we go. We're on pace to get the 2 and 3 that I always shoot for, right? Just, hey, 2 and 3 is what I can do. It wouldn't have mattered if I would have tried to stomp them either. Like, if I would have tried to stomp the opponent instead of the Ragavan, they would have counterspelled it too. So that's why I went for the Ragavan, hoping that they wouldn't, you know, find, like, Relic Progenitus. You know, I wonder if I would have had Seasoned Pyro there. If they had another counterspell or not. I think they would have just counterspelled the Bloodbraid Elf. You know? That sucked ass. Nope. Need more than one land. You can't. It's not like Grixis Shadow. You can't play this deck with just one opening land. Keep in desperation and put Forest on bottom. Probably Grixis Shadow. Take the bolt. Take the bolt. Maybe he won't. Takes Pillage. Okay, that's the card I think he'd be least scared of, but, you know, to each his own. Some sweet Grixis Shadow action. Or maybe not, I don't know. interesting. Someday I'll cast my cards. Is this like Crixus Murktide? That's weird. They put another polluted delta in. Wow. What's going on here? Some sort of Dimir deck. What? I just don't know. Well, let's see if this works, guys. Buddy, will you let me resolve this Blood Moon on you? Is that okay with you? Is this going to make it? You can't drown it. You can counterspell it, though. There we are. The friendly counterspell. We're blood braiding. I do have to get a stomping ground here. Even though if I get a Blood Moon, that could be bad. But, well, not really. I don't have any double green cards right now. Come on, Blood Braid. Blood Moon, there it is. Four mana. Is this Cryptic Command? No, they need 3. Alright, I mean, I don't know. What do they got? Oh, wow. Murderous Cut. How about that? Huh. You don't see that too often anymore. I used to be a big fan of Murderous Cut. Okay, I'm just going to probably drop Pyro here. Yeah, I guess so. Bolt Mountain. Alright. This must be like Esper or Dimir control? I don't know. It's very interesting. Come on, Blood Braid. Oh my god, there another different extra season Pyro? Let's fucking go. Please don't hit me with something crazy. Swinging for 6. Alright. Play my basic mountain, and I have Bolt ready for any sort of evil. Whatever that may be. I don't know what this is. Like, Dimir control? I don't know. Whatever this is, Boyle's coming in. There we go. Boyle's in. Relic's gotta come in. Endurance looks good. Probably Bone Crusher. Maybe I should take out the Sprawl, since I have no idea. If this is a control deck, Sprawls are always rough. Something like that. I don't know if Fury's right here, but I don't even know if this is Dimir control. I don't know. The man did nothing except play Considers and 1 Murderous Cut. That's it. He literally never even threw anything in the graveyard with the Considers. Maybe I should have left Pillage in. I don't know. The reason you take the Utopia Sprawls out, a lot of people ask, and I don't play against control too much, it seems like, is you want to have threats. You just want, even an Arbor Elf as a 1/1 can keep swinging in, and if they can't answer it for whatever reason, you can eventually do some serious damage. Cindervine's another potential one I could have brought in, but I'm bringing in a lot of Grave Hate because I saw the Murderous Cut, and I'm wondering what's going on there. Are they going to have Gurmag Anglers? You know, just try and hurt their graveyard, because it looks like, I mean, why else? You're just not going to randomly have a Murderous Cut in unless you've got other Delving cards. So I didn't see any green, so I don't think there's any Hooting Mandrills. But I do have to worry about Murktide, you know. So, anyone here ever played with Hooting Mandrills? That card was so good when it first came out. What is that thing, like a 4/4 Trampler? You only play one green for. It's like, damn, sign me up, bruh. This is a fine hand. Nothing wrong here. No accelerant. We can't expect to see accelerants because I took out half of them. But this is still a very quality hand. I really enjoy this hand. I'm ready to rock and or roll. That's a good hand. What are you going to take? Probably take Renin 6. It's the overall, like, pound for pound strongest card, but they might take Blood Moon. Clothis is also very good. This is the weakest card in this matchup, if I'm guessing what it is. Played more Timur. Oh, yeah, it was. Absolutely. That's the deck I was thinking of in Legacy, Timur Delver. But someone needs to bring back the Hooting Mandrills. Put it in, put it in, whatchamacallit? Rhinos. Just put it in there. One copy of Hooting Mandrills, at least in the side. What is this? Lorwyn? I haven't seen that in a while. This man's probably getting a basic island. Yep. Absolute fear of Blood Moon. Yep. You can just sense the fear. That's what happens when you play Blood Moon. People just are like, dude, they go one of two routes a lot of times. They either go, I don't give a damn, I need to find all my colors. They got Blood Moon, right? I need to I cannot operate at a slower pace getting basics. Or they go that this guy's doing, which is the more common route, where I'm going to go slow and steady and try to get around this Blood Moon the best I can. Which I think is the better answer. I mean, I'm probably going to get Blood Moon at some point. There's Pillage, that's very hopeful. Yeah, I can't do anything here, so. What we got here? Snapcaster for Thoughtseize, rude. I'm probably just going to bolt this Snap. He's probably going to take Blood Moon, and then I'm just going to pillage them. Yeah, just get this out of here. He's going to have to take Blood Moon, right? What's going... Yeah, okay. Yeah. What? But yes. The question is, what basic do I hit here? If they take Blood Moon. I don't know why they wouldn't take Blood Moon. Take Clothis. Well, shit. I guess they're asking for it now. I guess they think they can run off these basics. I don't know. I do want to get a forest here. Do I? Yes, I put endurance in. More forests. Excellent. Not really, but whatever. Blood Moon it up. Oof. I think it's Bloodbraid time. I'll heave out Bloodbraid. Come on, Bloodbraid. Season Pyro. Sure. Sometimes it's a little scary doing Season Pyro because I do like this pillage in hand, but it just... Getting more shit's always good. And I get that, so okay. Alright, swing for 3. What is that, 2/2? Okay. Yeah, this looks to be just Dimir control. It is interesting. Alright, they're going to go for more sharks. I'm going to swing for 3. Do you have more? More sharks? More snaps? Nothing. Okay. And try and endurance them during their turn. Maybe do it now. Yeah, they're tapped out, so let's just do it now. And it lets me fetch. I'm going to thin my deck here a little bit. Always look on the bright side, folks. That's why you should never really tap your fetch lands unless you have to. Sure. They found their neat little combo there. Return the Blood Moon, take it with Thoughtseize. They're still hurting here. I guess they could do Snapcaster, Thoughtseize. Taking down to 7. I mean, then they got to block this thing. You know, how many have they only taken 1 Blood Moon? So they still got 3 more left. I don't want to throw out this Fury because of potential damnation or something. Plus, it's not even doing anything. Alright, you take 6, you're at 3. Yep. Alright, they gotta find something. Draw 2 cards, then discard a card unless there are 5 or more mana value cards in your graveyard. Okay, you're going to discard a card. Draw 2, then discard. Archon of Cruelty? What have I just ran into? What the fuck? Bruh, what? Where did this come from? What the hell? That's insane. Dude. That's some hardcore bullshit. If I can find Lightning Bolt, I think I can still maybe win. That's helpful. Come on, Bloodbraid. Yes. Bolt. Boil and Fury. I mean, this could work. Swing here with everything. Block. I mean, they got to have, like, a fatal push, too. Swing ahoy. Sure. They gotta have fatal push or something. Dismember won't do it. At 1. Well, this thing dies. And hopefully they don't have another damn card. Another persist. They do. They go up to 4. You sacrifice a token. They can block. Yeah, they still live by 1. Okay. Yes. Fuck, man. I swear to God, I just can't beat these people. Fuck, man. Do it again. Swing in. Yep, he has to block. Now does he have counterspell? Unbelievable! Jesus Christ, I lost this game. Unfucking believable. Now I draw Lightning Bolt. Are you kidding me? Yeah, he got it. Come on, let me concede. Fucking shit, motherfucker. Probably bring in Dead Gone. Is Fury worth it? Because maybe I need to have my Sprawls back in to try and Blood Moon him faster. Take out Bone Crusher. Boil. Couple Fury. Bring Sprawls back in. Man, is Dead Gone worth my time in this matchup? Or should I just focus on Graveyard? Now, what do I have in from the side? The Relics, the Endurances. Is that it? I mean, he won that game off the Blood Moon. Yeah, I guess where we go. Keep it. It's not fast, but what can you do? Yeah, every opponent that runs Thoughtseize, they always have it turn 1 against me. That wouldn't matter. I wouldn't be able to get on Blood Moon out on turn 2 either. But you'd think he'd, yeah, get Blood Moon. Probably gonna have another Thoughtseize after this, just saying. I mean, they usually have multiple Thoughtseizes. Yeah, just absolute ass. I don't want him to know that I top decked at Wooded Foothills. They're still at 2 lands. Huh. Well, how about I draw something other than a land? Because they're not going to dump something into their graveyard unless they can get it out immediately. You know? So once again, I have all my stomping grounds. Can I maybe draw a card here that can do something? Yeah, relic. Okay. They could probably deal with one of the 2 graveyard hates, but they probably can't deal with both. Just counterspell. Yep. Alright. So they'll probably do like play another island, play Unmarked Grave, and then have you know, counter spell ready. Okay. This is where we fire off Endurance. They're probably just punking me. They probably have all sorts of answers, but we just do it. What is this, Dismember? What's going on? Yeah. That works. Alright. Gonna try and win through Klothys. Unmarked Grave. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Wow. So bad. It's just so bad. I mean, what can you do? You know, I can't survive this. God, fuck. Oh my God, just my deck just doesn't work sometimes. There's just nothing you can do a lot of times. There's nothing you can do. There's not a goddamn thing you can do. No point holding that in hand. It's gonna get discarded anyways. Just completely outplayed, outgunned, out just everything. Just, you know, you have so many graveyard hate cards. You've got so many. And it just, they don't matter. Too little, too late. Yep. Blue is just way too powerful of a color. It's just, it allows too much stuff. Ban blue. I guess from now on I need to play Dead Gone. I thought maybe I could have, like, not that it would have mattered. I can't get this out of here even with Dead Gone. They have counterspell and everything. It doesn't matter what I do. Just lose, lose, lose. Gunshot to the face, gunshot to the face. Just unable to do anything. What the hell was that for? Oh. To win in style. Well, fuck off. Alright, guys. I'm going to be back. Oops. I'm going to be back in just a second. I'm going to go check on the dogs. Dogs are happy. So I'm not happy. We're gonna go 2 and 3, even though I start off 2-0. Let's recap those losses. I drew too many lands. That's all it is to it. I draw too many lands sometimes. I don't get it. I don't get it. Boseiju seems to be just not very good. Like I've never ever used the card as like an actual land or artifact destruction. You know, I mean, it should be good in theory, right? I mean, that's why everyone's playing. That's why it's $28, right? Sometimes I just don't get it. Like, what am I doing wrong? Like, you know, whenever I get it, I'm just like, well, this is just like a mountain almost. I mean, I can use it for green sometimes, but I don't know how often I've actually used channel on that. But, you know, I guess from now on, or I see Archon, I need to bring in Dead Gone too. Just how much of my deck am I diluting to play against that shit? You know? Just another fucking question. Yeah, this is Chandra potential on turn 2. Potentially. Opt. You don't see that one too often anymore. The best artwork of Opt is always the pirate one from Ixalan. I don't even know what's going on in the original art of Opt. Like some shit's coming in through the window. I put one on the bottom with Opt. Looking like they're setting up for a nice counter spell here. Well, I mean, we go for it. Damn. Okay. Alrighty. I guess I'll attack. It's mono blue control. Is that one up against? Yeah, just Blood Moon here, I guess. They must have something. I mean, like, either A, I got lucky and they're out of counter spells, or B, they don't give a damn. Weird artwork of Opt, but I guess it works. One on top. I guess it was another Opt. They've gone through all 4 Opts. No, that's only 3 Opts. They put that one on top as well. But it is a Jace the Mind Sculptor. Blue-white control? Yep. Huh. Yeah, if I want to play Blood Moon, this would be better. I'd have more mana. No, I still have... No, what am I talking about? I still have 5. Might as well use Fury here. See if they got Supreme Verdict. This is where Questing Beast is like ridiculous. Questing Beast versus this kind of deck is just nuts. Perhaps they have Solitude. Well, they need to have more white mana for Solitude. Unless they go Evoke and then Ephemerate, then I'll be like, fuck. Play an island. Big ass Teferi, okay. Alright. Well, I think I know what I'm doing. I think we're running Big Fury. I mean, Fury into Big Teferi. See if that's enough. And go from there. Just gotta hope they don't have like Solitude and Ephemerate, right? That's the worst case scenario. It's double blue. Okay. Play Chandra. Make double red. Bolt down Big Teferi. Swing in to Little Teferi with the Arbor Elf. Yeah, I agree, Oz. It's got to be Bolt in the Big Tef. So they don't have a double one. How you doing, Oz? Hope you're having a good day. My day, like normal, starts off pretty decent. You know, I'm 2-0, but now I'm 2-2. Fighting for my life here to get a 3-2. Hopefully Chandra can win this game. Just got done moving. You move a long distance, or was it a relatively short move? Yeah, I moved a lot. Like, not me. I moved to my house in 2014. Man, I had to do so much moving because my grandma passed away. I moved into my place. So I moved like 4 couches in one day, mowing the yard. Yeah, I haven't been able to mow my yard yet this year. It just never stops raining where I live. You know, I live in the Cascade Mountains of Washington, and the clouds get stuck on the mountains and just rains. I do not like mowing wet grass. Like I've let the grass have to grow to be like waist deep before I finally have a nice day where I'm not doing anything, where I have enough energy to mow my lawn because I have a push mower. All right, what do we got here? Did they have another ice? No, another different blood moon. All right, well, plus Chandra. I actually can't play whatever card it is. So that may have been stupid, but at the same time, it's not. Attack Teferi. Attack Teferi. We want to keep doing this Attack Teferi thing because so they can't bounce stuff. You can play a Supreme Verdict at instant speed. Did he double white for Supreme Verdict? I don't remember. Mowing the yard, you're in like Alabama, right? Forgive me if I'm wrong. I can't remember where everyone's at. I can't remember what the Supreme Verdict cost is. Supreme Verdict. Yeah, 2 white. Kansas. Yeah, that's flat. Very flat, but you know, it's the heart of America. It's the middle of America, right? When they say when an enemy's in Kansas, they're completely surrounded by this proud, beautiful nation. So no foreign enemies ever go to Kansas because they're just completely surrounded by America. Oh yeah, that center. I've never been to Kansas. I really haven't been to the Midwest. Well, I guess I have. I've been in Missouri and stuff like that. I guess Missouri's Midwest. I've been in Illinois, Indiana, you know, but I don't really consider those. I guess Illinois, Indiana, I guess Midwest. Some people put Ohio in Midwest. I'm like, that's getting pretty east. Like, I don't think of Ohio as a Midwest state at all. I always think of it as an East Coast state. Shows you how far west I am, right? And I always tell folks, listen, the entire state of Ohio is an Eastern time zone, so sounds pretty east to me. Time zones don't make any sense because one county in Oregon, the entire county, going for Archmage Charm here, the entire county in Oregon, or the entire state of Oregon is Pacific time, except for 1 or 2 counties in the southeast of the state, going for Opt, is Mountain Time. It's so bizarre. I think there's like 1 county in like Nevada too that's like Mountain Time instead of Pacific Time. But I would like to go to Kansas someday. I'd like to visit all 50 states. I've been to over half now. I plan on going to Louisiana sometime in the fall when the Seahawks go and play the Saints. Me and my dad like to go to an away game every year, and this year they're at New Orleans. Right, Arizona does not do daylight saving time, so for some part of the year they're Pacific time. For some time of the year they're Mountain time. It gets confusing too. Been to all but the Northeast. Yeah, I've been to the Northeast. I've been to Boston. That's the only. I guess I've only been to like 2 states in the Northeast. I've been to Massachusetts and Rhode Island. And I've been to Mississippi, but only the northern part. I've never visited the Gulf Coast. I've been in every southern state for the most part, except like Arkansas and Louisiana and Florida. But I've never gone to the Gulf Coast. I've seen the Atlantic Ocean from Boston, and yeah, just Boston, right? That's the only place I went to the Atlantic Ocean. Sure. Man, that guy took a long time thinking about that fire. Haven't been north of Virginia or east of Ohio. Okay. Yeah. Well, let's plus the old Chandra here. Do I plus Chandra first, or do I play the Bloodbraid Elf? This is interesting. I guess we'll plus Chandra first. Okay, finds a land. Okay, now we do Bloodbraid. Come on, Bloodbraid. Hit him hard. Always miss. You know, I always missed South Carolina. And the reason why is because I would always drive through the western part of North Carolina into like Georgia. So I completely missed South Carolina. But eventually me and my dad finally got to South Carolina because we flew into North Carolina to see the Seahawks play against the Panthers. And we said, we got to head down to South Carolina. You lived in South Carolina? I like the Carolinas. I didn't go during the summer. But I went inside the South Carolina State Capitol, What is the state capital of South Carolina? Columbus? Columbia? Is it Columbia? Columbus is Ohio. North Carolina is Raleigh. But yeah, we wouldn't tour it around inside the state capitol. And it's funny they've moved all their Confederate stuff inside. they don't have it outside anymore. You go inside the Capitol, there's portraits of Robert E. Lee and Stonewall Jackson, and they got the like a big monument to the South Carolina seceding from the Union, the first state to secede from the Union. You've lived in like 10 states. Are you military or something? That's crazy. I've lived in one state, but visited like 27, I think. I've officially gone over half. I've only lived in Washington. The longest I've ever been in a state besides Washington, on a vacation or something, like straight up days. Oil field. Oh, okay. I've been in Nevada because I like gambling in Vegas and stuff. So I've stayed many days in Vegas. In one sitting. I was there for a week just in November of last year to play Magic and gamble. And I wish I could live in Nevada. All right, there we go. This is like just straight up blue-white control. Even it's got green here. I wonder what that's for. But regardless, bring in Boyle. Bring in Cindervines. Bring in a Relic. Take out the Sprawls. So you go. Oregon, Colorado, Wyoming, Louisiana, South Carolina, Nevada, Texas, Kansas, Missouri, and Germany. Wow, that's a traveler there, living in all those places. It's funny I've gotten to the point where I can name more states, like I can name the states faster I haven't been to than I've been to, but it's harder to remember. If you know, like I know what states I've been to faster than the ones I haven't been, even though I've been to more states than I haven't been. You know. I've been to the entire West, you know, Washington, Oregon, California, Idaho, Nevada, Arizona. Yeah, I can't keep this. You can't keep a one-lander with this deck. I assume this is blue-white control. They do have green, which makes me think they may have Ice Fang or something. Where is my source of red here? I guess I'll try 5. I guess we'll keep this. And pray. Oh, okay. Why would he shock there? He must have opt or something. That's a good-ass draw. If I can get this to resolve. If I can get this to resolve, I mean. Probably have the Arbor Elf resolving. Your 5th wheel? Yeah, it's always a little different when you're kind of driving around like that, but it still counts. I mean, you're in the state for a whole month. That's a long time. As long as I've been in a state in one continuous period other than Washington is Nevada, I think. Maybe Montana. Yes. I doubt this resolves. It does resolve. Holy crap. That's crazy. That's a lot of moving, man. That's a nomadic lifestyle almost, like Genghis Khan. I've heard bad things about people living in Germany. Yeah, I bet you do. I don't like moving shit either. I mean, like I said, I had to move 4 couches in one day. That was tough. But like I've heard in Germany, like one guy, he had to live there that I used to know, and he said, yeah, those Germans, they're always, you know, they're cutting in line. They don't, you know, I've heard a lot about Europe is not as clean as the United States. Like people just don't clean up as much, and that kind of stuff. Okay, luckily I have enough mana here to be fine for the rest of the game, I hope, especially with that draw. Yeah, we're just going to play Klothys and swing for 2. Alright, let's just swing for 2 here. Yeah, I don't know when this guy was talking, how long ago that was in Germany, but, you know. Yeah, I've never been outside. Well, I've been to Canada. I've been to Canada. It's the only other country I've been to besides the United States. Well, I was going to sneeze there, but somehow my sneeze completely went away. That's weird how that works. Like, oh man, and then you go to sneeze and you're like, it's gone. East Germany. So, 20 years ago was they'd still reunited, right? Because they reunited what, in 89, 90. I mean, I've seen pictures of like the 80s of East and West Germany, and like the West side's got like McDonald's, car dealerships, and everything. You look at the East side, it's just like old decrepit factories and shit. You know, it was the best, you know, you could ever see the difference between communism and capitalism, you know. No, nothing's perfect, you know, there's flaws in capitalism too, but, you know, overall, I'd much rather say that, you know, capitalism's worked out better than communism. So this is where it's like, do they have supreme verdict or not? And I'm just going to throw out Bone Crusher here and say, if you got it, you got it. You know, make them have it. Memory Deluge, sure. Oh, yeah? Good-looking women in Germany? Whenever I think of German women, I think of that Angela Merkel, or whatever her name is. Like, that's not a good-looking German woman. She was from East Germany, too. She's part of the Soviet side. Maybe that had something to do with it. But I know my buddy, he went on a European tour. He went to England, France, and Italy. And in Italy, you know, he was like, you know, in Italy, he said that, you know, they don't really clean stuff there. So he went to an Italian restaurant, and they don't clean their glasses and plates and forks with hot water and soap. They just dip it in like soapy water and put it back out. And he ended up getting mono. And, you know, I always joke with him. I said, you got mono instead of from a hot Italian woman making out with some hot Italian woman in Rome or something. You got probably some fat, nasty Italian dude drinking out of the same glass as you. Yeah, nothing I can do here. Just let this happen. Yeah, maybe things have changed in 20 years, you know. It's always surprising to me, like, you know, sends back the Klothys, I guess. It's, you know, like, I see new people hire into where I work. You know, I've been working at the same place for, you know, 15 years now. And I am always shocked in the last couple of years of how obese these young people are. Like when I was, you know, 15 years ago, it was very rare to see a big old boy at 19, 20 years old. Now it's like, man, that guy is like only 20. And said both these at Teferi, this at player. And it's like, you know, they're like massive. And it's like, that's so sad. They're so young and so big. Well, it's the video games, I think. I think it's the video games plus, you know, just them eating constantly, eating unhealthy food, like you're saying. I mean, like, I think there's just too much video game culture now. But clearly you need to be eating a bunch of unhealthy food. And they always say they got glandular problems. Something's wrong with their metabolic system. What do you do with that off? You put it on the bottom. But yeah, it is. It's them eating a lot of fast food. A ton of fast food. So it's Supreme Verdict time, it looks like. And that's okay. He's actually technically dead if he Supreme Verdicts here. Because I just eat 2 with Clothis, stomp him, then bolt him. Oh. Jace the Mind Sculptor. Okay. I'm going to try and win right now. Eat Memory Deluge, which I should have ate a while ago. Swing for 2 at Jace. Fuck, is that wrong? No, we gotta have a backup plan. I can't let this Jace live in case somehow this guy manages to get through here. Get Jace out of here. Bunch of end-phase, disrespectful stuff. Stomp. Bolt. Probably got Counterspell. Nope. All right. Good stuff. And you get a 3-2 there. Well, yeah, I guess I should have gone at him with the Arbor Elf, right? 3-2. Because let's see here. Where was that game at? Turn to game. So, yeah, so the Jace is here. I swing at him. What was he at? 5? Was that right? Yeah, he went to 5 off this. Would have been at 3. I should have swung at him. It would have gone to... Yeah, he would have gone to 3. And then if I would have stomped him... Yeah, I don't know. I think the reason I did that was because if he counterspelled Bone Crusher Giant, and since I'm swinging with 2 Arbor Elves, I should have done everything before swings, I guess. I should have gone like stomp him down to 3, then bolt, and then... Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe that'd been better. Because my fear was somehow he'd find I do something wrong. The Jace would live. He'd be at like 1 or 3 or something like that. And then the Jace would brainstorm and then find ways out of this. He'd return the Clothis and it'd just be a big mess. But I think I still had a really good shot at winning there. All right, let's open that treasure chest. I'm always excited to go 3-2. Managed to get a winning record. But let's open my treasure chest, see what I get out of this thing. And it is a Linvala Shield of Seagate. There we go. Linvala. Whatever that is from Zendikar Rising. And 10 points. I always take the bonus points. More than 5. That's a good one. More than 5. So this thing says, at the beginning of combat on your turn, if you have a full party, oh god, this is still the party mechanic. Choose target non-land permanent and opponent controls until your next turn if it can't attack or block and its activated abilities can't be activated. Sacrifice Linvala. Choose hexproof or indestructible. Creatures you control gain that ability till end of turn. I don't remember what required a full party. It was like a wizard, a scout. I don't know. It was the worst mechanic they've come up with in years. But I kind of like that. Sacrifice it. Choose hexproof or indestructible. Creatures you control gain that ability. I think that's pretty good. For only 3 mana. Why not? Instant speed. All right, guys. Take a look at the deck. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've never actually seen party like utilized. I think I saw one time like Saffron Olive tried to make a party deck and it just didn't work. Him countering Bolt on your turn was the only way I think you could lose that. Oh, you're saying upkeep on their turn. Try to do all that on their turn. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. That actually does make sense. Yeah. Yeah, it's anti-wrath. Yeah, indestructible. Can't be targeted. Well, either or, but yeah, that's a pretty good card, actually. I actually kind of like that card. Surprised it didn't show up in Modern a little bit here or there, like in Humans or something. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it for me. A successful league, a 3-2, right back on pace, you know. Yeah, I can't believe that I lost to Reanimator there. They pulled victory from the jaws of defeat. I didn't even know it was Reanimator. I thought it was just blue-black control, and then all of a sudden it's just a straight-up Reanimator deck. Didn't find my sideboard cards against them. Lost against blue-red Murktide, again to Ragavan. Just got absolutely destroyed by that card. Managed to have nice wins against Calibrated Blast and Elementals. Destroyed that Elementals guy. That guy got completely wasted by Blood Moon and Bloodbraid Elf. And nice matchup against blue-white control. I think that's a pretty favorable matchup most of the time for Ponza. I don't mind going 1-for-1 against them the entire game. So let's do some shout-outs here. Shout-outs to Oz169, Antog Jestes, the LukeMan98, X Swell MTG, and the Nightbot and the MTG bot for Heat Me Company. And also shout-outs to Antog Jestes for the raid of 3 people. Thank you guys very much there. So if you guys watch this on Twitch, please consider following. If you watch this on YouTube, please consider subscribing and giving this video a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate that, of course. And, I'll be back tomorrow at 4 p.m. Pacific time for more Ponza action. And I'll be here all week. All week Ponza action. I'll be here Monday through Friday. And next week, probably the same Monday through Friday. But I am going on vacation for Memorial Day, but more on that later. Of course, it's a few more weeks away that I won't be able to be playing here too much around Memorial Day weekend. I've got stuff going on, which I hope you do too. It's a fun weekend to have with friends and family. So, yeah, guys, thanks you so much for watching. Like I said, I'll be back at 4 p.m. Pacific time. Thanks so much for joining me, putting up with me. I know that, it was a fun, positive start, 2-0, and then rage at the 2-2, but then joy at the end of the 3-2, great. So, yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Everybody stay safe out there. Eat some good food, drink some good beverages, and spend time with your loved ones. That's all that matters, is hanging out with those loved ones. And, yeah. So, guys, I will see you tomorrow at 4 p.m. Pacific time for more Ponza action. Get hyped for that. All right, everybody. Peace!